for the Honor of Grayskull. Hello fellow doll lovers, Barbie Nation here. Welcome and welcome back to my channel. Hello everyone, thank you so much for tuning into another video with me today. My name is Aryan, aka Barbie Nation, and what I do is I collect dolls, I play with dolls, I talk about dolls, and every now and then I give them a super cute makeover. So if you're into anything cute, sweet, and petite, definitely subscribe to my channel to get some lovely pastel glitters on your feed. Now let's get into Barbie x She-Ra. Here we go. Yes, I am so excited for today's video because today we are going to take a look at the 40th anniversary for She-Ra, and it's celebrated with a Barbie doll of She-Ra, and I am so excited for her. So I got myself two. I'm lucky enough to get myself two because She-Ra was sold out like in 10 minutes. You could not get her on any other place other than Mattel Creations. So she was a tough one to get. I am living for She-Ra. She is my childhood hero, and I even got this shirt that says Fierce with She-Ra on it. And I'm totally fangirling today. So what are we going to do today? We're going to look at She-Ra, not only the Barbie version, but also the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con version and 2019 Starburst She-Ra, of course. Well, all three of them are just iconic, legendary dolls. If you are a She-Ra fan, these are definitely need to be part of that collection. Who is She-Ra, you might wonder, for maybe some younger viewers among us? She-Ra is the twin sister of He-Man, and they are both from the Masters of the Universe, and it was a cartoon in the 80s, and first we got to see He-Man, and then later She-Ra was added to the universe. So my brother always had He-Man characters, figures, action figures, and I also played along in his, Toy Stories with He-Man. But then in the cartoon, She-Ra turns up. Yeah. While my brother was looking the other way and focusing on Transformers, I went, my eyes were locking into She-Ra and that whole, universe of hers. Yeah, obsessed. From that day on, obsessed, even when playing outside with friends, the fantasy was real for me. So it's only super fun that we get to see these She-Ra, dolls, action figures, call them what you want, but they're just, She-Ra's coming to life with these dolls. Because they had like these action figures way back when, but I never liked those. Maybe for the nostalgia and the memorabilia, I would want to get one now, but way back then, I was already, of course, into Barbie. And the She-Ra action figures, I don't know, they just look like not elegant at all. Not at all as I saw her in that cartoon, where she was this Barbie to me, but she could actually save the world alongside her friends. Yeah, that was weird to me. Seeing She-Ra in the cartoon and then seeing her on the shelves, I was like, wait, is this the same kind of what? No, it was not selling the fantasy to me at all. So I've always dreamed about a true fashion doll for She-Ra. I never got, I remember even asking my mom, isn't there a She-Ra doll? And well, while we went to the toy store, she showed me the action figure of She-Ra, and I was like, nah, better get Blither Beach Barbie instead. So I don't know how you guys feel about that, because, some actually really do love the action figures from She-Ra and that whole era. But, what are your thoughts? Were you just as disappointed as Little Aryan, or were you completely obsessed with the action figures? Let me know. So, what is her story? She was the twin sister of He-Man, and He-Man helped her discover who she really is, because she actually is Princess Adora, and Hordak, who is like the main villain in her universe, brainwashed her at first, thinking she was part of the Horde and, battling against a rebellion. And then later she finds out, because of a magic sword, that she's actually She-Ra and that she's part of the rebellion trying to fight Hordak and the Horde. In short, that's kind of like the story that goes on here. 40th anniversary She-Ra. 40th anniversary. Wow. I know this cartoon started airing in 1985. I think a little later here in Europe, maybe because of translation and all. But I remember watching this cartoon in the early 90s. Of course, there were like endless reruns. 2 seasons, 93 episodes. And back in the day, they used to do this a lot, They wanted to sell toys, so they created a cartoon with it, to get the toys popular and get them to sell more of the toys. I think She-Ra actually was invented as kind of like a girl counterpart for He-Man. And I think after the release of She-Ra, He-Man kind of like really declined in popularity, because She-Ra was so popular and it was so, viewed as for girls, that He-Man, I think, was just becoming less cool because of that. My brother switched to Transformers instead of He-Man. So maybe that was actually true. Yeah. I mean, wow. She is amazing. She really is. I just love every little piece about her. You can definitely tell that they reused items that they've been using for the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con version, because the swords are really the same, actually. the sword that she's holding and then the sword of the other set. Only the gem in the middle is kind of like different, you know? But the proportions of a Barbie doll in this superhero form that she is. Yeah. People had opinions about her lips being too bright, too red, and too out there. I actually really do love the face screening. I think this is called not just the Lena face sculpt, but the body Lena. I don't know why. She's on a superhero made to move body, of course. And that Lena face, I think, would there have been a better choice for a She-Ra face sculpt? I don't know. You know, at the top of my head, I can't think of kind of like a good alternative for She-Ra to really keep her She-Ra. What are your thoughts? Are there some suggestions out there that you think of, or, you know, face sculpts that you think of that could be like the perfect translation to She-Ra? So her outfit, she wears, of course, her signature white dress with the golden kind of like wing details here at the top. The emblem on her chest is embroidered on, and it comes with a gem. That belt and the little skirt actually is kind of like glued on her legs. She has these little glue strips on her legs that you can, you know, attach the skirt to so it won't creep up or anything. I think that's a cute touch. The red cape, of course, her golden boots, her golden gauntlets, and that magical headpiece. No critiques, like zero critiques. And also her box presentation is so gorgeous. I love it when you can completely see a doll in her box, which is of course the case with her. At the back here, there's some artwork. I would love it if this would be kind of like an animated version of She-Ra at the back, but okay. It has that special like 40th anniversary sticker here at the top. Is it a sticker, by the way? No. I think it's like attached to the box. Masters of the Universe, Princess of Power. I'm very happy with this doll. I think she's just gorgeous. I love the gorgeous saran hair that she has. Of course, it needed a little bit of a glow up when it was just fresh out of the box, which I already did, but it's gorgeous, shiny, nice saran hair, as you can see. I don't know why she's such a hero to me, because there's nothing really that special about her story, you know? It's your standard kind of like hero story, you know? Getting to know your true purpose with an artifact and, you know, then deciding you want to save the world from that day on. She's not the only She-Ra legend out there. Oh no, we also have the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con She-Ra, which is... Oh. Okay. I don't know where to even begin describing this set. This is such an amazing piece of artwork. The box and the presentation alone, it's just wow. Wow. And I know a lot of people work together on this pack. I mean, like, wow. This is just insane. This just needs to be framed, you know? They had, yeah, it's She-Ra on her mighty steed, Swiftwind. So the illustrations are actually by Kelly Riley. Definitely worth mentioning because she did a phenomenal job on recreating this artwork. Also, the little like comic booklet that's inside that pack is also made by her. And I just think it's the most magical artwork of She-Ra I've ever seen. So the brothers Sander, Garrett, and Darren both did designs on, as well as the box, as the figure herself. You might know Garrett from Monster High. And when you think that, you know, like the front is already amazing and the back of that box, the magic unfolds opening this up. I mean, whoa. Seeing Castle Grayskull in the back there with She-Ra holding up that sword, the artwork again on the inside, it's just, this is a true collector experience. Wow, I don't have any other words for this set other than that. This was, back in the day, $75. I think today this would sell easily for 150, if not more. The action figure herself, she is so detailed. Wow. So here we have her out of the box because, you know, she just had to come out. And the way that they created this outfit, it's done with so much detail, you guys. It's insane. So the white dress is this leather material. The way the gem is placed on this dress and the wings, you know, those details on the bust at the top of the dress. Wow. Her golden fabric boots, the gauntlets, her, you know, I want to say helmet, but it's also not quite a tiara, is it? What is it? Her hero piece on her head. You can see that the current She-Ra from Barbie definitely got a replica of this one. And the accessories that she came with. She came with 2 extra outfits. So she also came with an Adora look and with another dress that I actually cannot remember from the cartoon or anything, maybe from the action figures back then, but it's kind of like this golden dress. As you can see here on the mannequin, it's this golden dress, also with a red cape. I have no clue. I don't know if this featured in an episode or... Yeah, bad She-Ra fan, I know. It's also giving some kind of like angelic vibes. So I was thinking maybe she turned into like Ultimate She-Ra at one point and she got this look. I'm not quite sure. But this is her Princess Adora look. Wow. And this okay, so what are we calling this? Are we calling this a doll or an action figure? That's the question here. But she is insane detail, and she does have large feet, must say that, and her body is a lot tinier than Barbie's. So if you wanted to try this on an original type made to move, I don't know if it would fit. I think it would actually. Wait. So her original white dress look actually fits quite nicely on an original type made to move. So you could swap this dress onto Barbie's. Well, she is the superhero made to move. But yeah, I guess she has the same, she has the same proportions, so should work. So underneath this gold dress, she also has this like white bodysuit. Let's see if that will fit. Yeah, that definitely does not quite fit her. The dress itself, it's kind of stretchy, so I guess that could work. Ta-da! As you can see, that one works. Now let's see if the Princess Adora look would work on her. I'm actually quite surprised that it fit her. It's kind of stretchy and, you know, it's not... Is it a perfect fit? Yeah. It fits. That's the most important thing, I guess, that it fits. So if you wanted to, you know, get your second one out, dress her in this Adora costume from the 2016 San Diego Comic-Con version, it's manageable. You can do it. Yeah. She does have larger feet, so I'm guessing that the boots aren't that elegant on her. Yeah, it's possible, but I don't know. Maybe it doesn't come off here on video, but the boots really aren't quite a good match for her because it's clearly oversized on original type made to move. Even the mask is a great fit also for her head. You could wear it like this, you know, because it has these eyepieces, but you can also... That's how we recognize Starburst She-Ra, actually, which takes us to 2019's Starburst She-Ra, which is this iconic legend. Wow. So I placed her on a different stand right now. It's the Fashion Frontier stand. But look at this girl. She has all of the same accessories like the shield and the sword, but in pink translucent with glitter. I mean, it's the best. So her hair is actually like super long, and here again, that's that same kind of like mask thing, but in pink, and even down to her makeup, which is like super, you know, pastel, gorgeous, soft pink, soft icy blue colors, white dress, pink details, you know, extreme extra cape with the stars on it. She is such a diva in this look. Such a diva. I just really love how over the top she is in this Starburst She-Ra look. First, I actually did a ponytail on her and displayed her a little differently, but now I decided to, you know, do her hair down and pose her like this. I think originally her hair was tucked all up in the back, so you couldn't quite see the length of the hair. So when I unboxed her, I was surprised of the awesomeness of that hair. So Starburst She-Ra actually never appeared in the cartoon, but she did appear on shelves. So there was this Starburst She-Ra little action figure. Yeah, I actually don't know why they never decided to, you know, add her in the cartoon or whatever, but I was talking about like Ultra She-Ra in this dress, but talk about Ultra She-Ra. I mean, that Starburst She-Ra, that is like, you know, final form She-Ra, I guess. She's like the perfect mixture of an 80s action hero with Barbie elements. You know, the pink, the glitter, the over-the-top glam. That is what, you know, made me fall in love with this whole series. It had a touch of glam to, you know, the whole hero aspect. It was in the same, like, very masculine universe of He-Man and the Masters of the Universe, and alongside there was this glamorous woman heroine. I mean, wow, with all of her glamorous princess friends like Glimmer, Frosta, Mermista, you know, they were all like Barbies to me in a He-Man world. So I was so thrilled to see that happen. I think that's also mainly why I'm so drawn to her, because, you know, I just love it when a girl can be super glamorous, but can also hold her own, you know, and be this super fierce action hero. Goals, life goals for me. I know I'm not alone in this, because I know we, you know, and I think it comes from the fact that we always saw, you know, refuge in strong women, and we as in vulnerable little gay kids, I think. Yeah, we saw a form of protection in strong women. So maybe that's why we love, you know, characters like She-Ra, or a strong figure like Barbie, or that strong female character in a fighting game, or any other, you know, game where we always picked that female character because she resembled a strong woman that would protect us, you know, from kind of like evil and toxic masculinity, maybe, because I was really into, like, you know, the games and everything, and I wanted to beat the guys up with a girl character just to show that we can do the same things as, you know, the bros. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but this is just a headspin that I have right now. Yeah, so I loved it when, you know, femininity was paired with masculinity, but in a good way, you know, in a hero type of way, without losing their innocence and their gentle female touch. Please, someone out there, say that you understand me or have like a better choice of words for what I'm trying to say. These are all the She-Ra dolls that I wanted to show you guys today. I just love them so much. So let me just give you another relaxing overview of all of these fabulous dolls. They will be watching over my collection from now on. Better not mess with my gals. Because for the Honor of Grayskull, she'll get you. Okay, so that's it for today, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and of course, click the bell icon next to the subscribe button to get notified by any new videos that I upload. You can also follow me on Instagram at Barbie Nation. That's usually where I post all of my updates. So until the next video, mwah, big kisses from me, and I love you all.